today. It's GoFundMe.com/FF9QX8. And tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide.
Last year in America, nearly 4 people every hour were killed by a handgun or other firearm. That's a tragic statistic. Fortunately, there's good news. You, your friends, neighbors, and everyone in your community can now do something about it. You can help to stop gun violence in America dead in its tracks without gun control laws and without government interference. All you have to do is accept the challenge at achallengetoamerica.com. Help keep your community free of gun violence for 1 year, and you and every member of your community can receive a cash award of $1,791. You heard correctly, $1,791 for you and every member of your community. There's no membership fees, it's absolutely free. So accept the challenge right now, achallengetoamerica.com. Help us make America a safer place to live, one community at a time. As a business person, you want to spend your advertising and sponsorship dollars in the most cost-efficient manner possible. At achallengetoamerica.com, we offer you that opportunity. Our quest is to end gun violence in America, and thousands of good people are joining our website every single day. Our members are your potential customers, and we can help you reach them for an affordable cost. Meanwhile, you'll be helping us make America a safer place to live. Find out more and accept the challenge now at achallengetoamerica.com.
Have you ever gone into a store and demanded that you pay the full retail price as opposed to the advertised sale prices? Not likely. I mean, everyone likes a good deal, right? Well, what if there was a way that saving money could be fast, fun, and profitable? Intrigued? Well, it's a new program from Paid to Save that uses a model called incentivized sharing, and it's super simple and totally cool. And here's how it works. Step 1. Save money. You can download our mobile app for free from the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Our app is designed to save you money all over town by listing the deals, steals, and coupons of local merchants and the big box retailers like Target, Best Buy, Sears, and Walgreens. Step 2. Share the savings. Our app has viral tools allowing you to instantly invite all of your friends to download our app and share in the savings. Step 3. Make money. As your friends go around town saving money, you'll be making money. At Paid to Save, we know how to say thank you, and we do it by paying you a percentage of all commissions received from all the people who've downloaded our app as a result of your sharing. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. And as your friends tell their friends, and their friends tell their friends, there are opportunities for you to make even more. So go ahead and download our free mobile app so you too can start getting paid to save today.
Let's talk about one of our fantastic marketing partners at Transmedia Worldwide, the Projector X. That's right, I said the Projector X. Indiegogo.com/projects/the-Projector X. The Projector X, fantastic Indiegogo client. A wireless portable projector compatible with Apple Android and Windows devices, phones, tablets, and PCs. Wirelessly connect to iOS and Windows, compatible with Windows XP 7, 8, and higher Apple computers and devices. And it's an amazing crowdfunding gig. We're excited to launch and share with the Indiegogo community the first wireless HD portable projector, the Pro X, which is compatible with all phones and tablets and PCs. The namesake of Pro X is Pro for projector and X for as in algebra, where the X can be any number. It's the same concept here. The Pro X is compatible with all Apple, Android, and Windows devices. With your help, we're going to be able to produce this amazing new device, which is battery operated. Ooh, it's going to allow sharing and viewing in unlimited ways. We are thrilled with Pro X, and we think you will be too. We hope you support this great Indiegogo campaign, contributions, and by spreading the word to your community. It's a fantastic marketing campaign. Check it out today. It's indiegogo.com/the-projector-x. That's INDIEGOGO.com. And search the Projector X. And tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide.
Discover Africa now. Planning a trip to Africa? Let us make it easier and cheaper for you. We will connect you with a reputable and registered tour operator at no cost to you, thus reducing the cost you would have paid a travel agent. Contact us and tell us where in Africa you want to go, what do you want to see, and let us know your budget. We will check with a suitable travel company and make your trip to Africa a reality. From there on, you will have direct contact with your travel company, and you can get back to us if you need more assistance. Please write to us today at the following email address: info@galworld.com. Gal is written G-A-U. Write to us at info@galworld.com. This service is free for you.
The Los Angeles Dodgers are baseball's new evil empire. The Dodgers surprisingly announced they hired Andrew Friedman from the Tampa Bay Rays. Friedman will be the new president of baseball operations. However, we shouldn't be surprised, as this is the sign the Dodgers are baseball's new New York Yankees. In the late 1990s, the Dodgers and Yankees had comparable payrolls. But then the Yankees started to spend like crazy, much like poaching Friedman. If there was a player the Yankees wanted, they just went out and outspent. The result was a Yankees payroll that skyrocketed in the 2000s. But since a group led by Magic Johnson purchased the Dodgers for $2 billion, the Dodgers' payroll rose. It has quickly caught up to the Yankees and even surpassed the Bronx Bombers this past season. Baseball has a new evil empire, and it plays baseball on the West Coast. I'm Dave Ferguson of BeyondTheCheers.com, and this has been a Beyond the Cheers moment.
The Jiggy Jaguar radio program is back on the network.
Oh, it's a fantastic day, a very busy day here at the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio show. We've got a fantastic guest on the line. I apologize to her because we had some difficulties here. But we've got a great guest with us today. Go ahead and give us a brief introduction on yourself, my friend.
Hi, I'm Sophie Littlefield, and I'm the author of The Missing Place, which just came out last week.
Well, tell us a little bit about this great book. It's a fantastic, fantastic read. Tell me all about it, my friend.
Thank you. Well, a couple of years ago, I got interested in the oil boom in North Dakota, and I traveled there from California to kind of see what it was all about. And while I was there, I stayed in a man camp, which is the temporary housing that the oil companies use to give housing to their workers. And I got to talk to a number of the people that were working on the rigs. And it was really inspiring because these guys had come from all over the country to try to earn a living to take care of their folks back home.
We've got
but the story itself is actually a mystery.
Yes. Well, tell us about the writing process for this great book. Tell me about the writing process.
Well, I write mystery and crime fiction primarily. So I first start with a setting, which in this case was pretty easy because it's very evocative, all that bleak landscape and the oil rigs. But then I have to add characters and a crime and, sort of twist it all together into a story. And The Missing Place is about two women from different parts of the country whose sons have gone to work on the oil rigs and gone missing. So one comes from California, the other from Boston, and they meet in North Dakota and try to get information from the police department and the oil companies. But at every turn, they find obstacles and no one's willing to help them. So they have to work together to get to the bottom of what happened to their boys.
This is a fantastic book. Tell me about the inspiration for this great book.
Well, I am a middle-aged mother of a young man, so I think a great deal about keeping him and all of our young men safe. And when I had read a book about some of the safety problems on the oil rigs, which have been addressed now. I think the rigs are now a pretty safe place to work. But there was a while there in the early days of the current boom where people were being hurt and there were cover-ups, and the families of those who'd been injured weren't getting the information they needed. So I thought that was a pretty good place to start in terms of a mystery.
Now, tell me a little about where the story takes place. Tell me about the setting and all of those things.
Well, I actually used a fictional place. I created a place, that doesn't really exist. But I spent my time in Williston, which I think it's fair to say that that's the capital of the current oil boom. And it's a fascinating place to be because the population has actually quadrupled in recent years. And so it used to be a small town in the middle of western North Dakota, but now it's a sort of a booming small city, and the infrastructure issues are, they're considerable. So the town has worked hard to catch up and build housing and hospitals and, that sort of thing. But I know that there was a lot of growing pains. The police department was having trouble keeping up with crime. There were desperate people sleeping in parking lots, in churches. Just all the things you might imagine would happen when a small town suddenly becomes a big town.
Fantastic guest with us today here on the line. Now, tell me a little bit about the writing process to put this incredible book together.
Well, this is I think it was my 16th book. So I've spent, I've gone through this a number of times. I try to work pretty hard on the first draft. I don't really take days off. I average about 5,000 words a day when I'm writing the first draft. And I work at home, but I'll often leave the house to go to coffee shops or friends' houses to work, just to get out of the house a little bit. I love my job, and I love that I can work at home, but sometimes I forget to brush my teeth till after lunch. And I only have my dog for company some days, so it's a bit tough.
Now, this book is incredibly well written. Tell me a little bit about the review process and working with the editor and everything else at the publishing house. Tell us all about this, because people need to know the inside scoop on what it takes to put a book together.
Well, I've had the pleasure of working for 4 of the big 5 publishing houses in New York at this point. So I've had a really good overview. I've worked with 6 different editors and countless publicists. But through it all, I've had the same agent. So the way it works is that I, continued writing books until I found one that caught the eye of an agent. And my agent's name is Barbara Poel. And once I turned in my completed book, she shopped it to editors. So she sent the book out to, 7 or 8 different editors to wait to see if anyone was interested. So that was, 16 books ago. And since then, we've written a number of series together that stayed with the same publishing house. But sometimes I would be, all caught up on my writing and try something new, and then we would go out and form relationships with new publishing houses. So The Missing Place is actually at Simon & Schuster, and my editor is Abby Zeidel. And the way that she and I work together is I turn the story in, and she reviews it and decides whether it needs major changes or minor tweaks, and gets back to me. And in the case of The Missing Place, she wanted the entire second half rewritten. So we rolled up our sleeves and did quite a bit of work together. And that process takes about a year, and then the book goes out, into production, and copies are sent to the reviewers. And I was very lucky with The Missing Place because it was reviewed by most of the trade reviewers as well as a number of, bloggers and other types of review sites. So I'm pleased to say it's had a very nice reception.
Now, this book is fantastically well written. Tell me all about what the editing was like. Was there anything you wanted to keep in here that you had to take out? Anything of that nature?
As a matter of fact, I think you're reading my mind. The original version of the story had, without giving too much away, the person who was guilty of the crime in the first book is not the person who is guilty of the crime in the final version. And that had to do with my editor and I had a conversation about motivation and what causes people to do what they do. And together we worked out a resolution that we felt made the most sense for our characters. But yes, everything changed, and that's a really interesting process to go through as a mystery writer because, when even the author doesn't know who done it, really anything can happen.
Fantastic book. I appreciate you making time for us today. How do we catch up with you online?
Well, you're welcome to go to my website, which is sophielittlefield.com, and from there are links to my Facebook and Twitter accounts, as well as a link to contact me.
Good stuff. Well, I appreciate you making time for us today. We've got to run along. I definitely want to have you back when we have a little bit more time. Please get in touch with me, and we'll work out those details. Thanks for being with us.